Before you buy a land, these are various steps you should take. Imagine spending millions of naira to buy a land, only to find out that the land does not exist, or the owner is not even the owner of the land. Unfortunately, this happens to many land buyers. Let me give you a story of what happened to someone that I know. He bought a land, 4 hectares of the land. He had the certification and everything. He had all the documents and everything. Unfortunately, the another person sold the same land to another buyer, and the buyer also has the certificate and everything, both the documents, everything. He had all the documents. So the second buyer, he entered the land to start building. So someone that knows the first buyer of the land went and gave him a tip that someone encroaches in land and someone is clearing the land. So he went there and saw the person, the second buyer, working on the land. And the person now claimed that the land is his. So they now stopped working on that land. The second person took the first buyer to court. So in the court, they started providing documents and everything. The second person provided his document. The first person provided his document. The second person thought that he is the owner of the document because all the documents he has, he didn't know that maybe a false document that was given to him. So after the court proceedings, year after year, they kept going to court year after year. Then on the final judgment, the first person was handed over the land because the document he has was authentic. Why the second person, the documents he has wasn't authentic. How they managed to manufacture all those documents, nobody knows. But the real issue that the first person has the land, is the owner of the land, because all his documents was genuine and everything. While the second person, imagine how much the person might have spent in purchasing that land. You see, why? Because because the second person didn't do maybe a good diligence, or maybe didn't verify the land before paying such amount of money. Now, how he will recover his money, nobody knows. That money has become a waste because for him to recover that money, it's gonna be hard. It will be hard for him to recover that money. So before you buy any land, before you make payment in any land, these are some of the measures you have to take before you purchase any land, because there are scammers everywhere. So try as much as you can to pay a proper due diligence, to verify the land, to make a search before you buy the land. And watch this video to the end so that you will be learning some of the documents you should look out for before making payment in buying any land. Number one is survey plan. You have to check if that land has survey plan, because survey plan shows the location of the land, shows if government has any a hand in that land, or maybe if the land is in the government hand, or if the land is ever even exists. So survey plan is very, very important because it shows the location of the land and whether the land exists or maybe is in government hand or not. The second document you should also look out for is certificate of occupancy. At times some land has arrow of O, while some has C of O. But if it has C of O, because certificate of occupancy is a very strong document, it's a very strong document you should a land should have. It shows that the government has given people the owner of the right to occupy the land. So check if that document, if the land has certificate of occupancy. If it has certificate of occupancy, also make a research to see if that certificate of occupancy is genuine. At times you will see some documents they are not genuine. So also try as much as you can to verify if that document is genuine. The third document you should also look out for is deed of assignment. Deed of assignment is just a document given to a buyer by the seller to show that he has purchased this land. In case you are trying to buy a land, also look out for this document, deed of assignment. The fourth document you should also look out for if you want to purchase a land is Excision. This Excision is a document that is being given to all those land in local areas, showing that a portion of land has been given to the community. After that decision, there is also what is called Gazette, has been publicized that that part of the land has been given to some people, to community, to own. So this is a document you should look out for if you want to buy a land. The fifth document you should also look out for is search. You have to make a search. Go to a registry and make a search if that land actually exists, or maybe if that land is not in dispute, or if that land has been taken or been bought by someone, if that land actually exists. So you have to make a proper research before you make a payment of any land. The sixth document you should also look out for is for you to go for a physical inspection. Go and check if there is land at all. Also go and check if that land is even in dispute, if there is any boundaries disputes in the land. These are some of the things you have to look out for. If that land is in location, you read that maybe they told you that the land is located. These are proper measures you really need to take before you finally make your payment on any land, because a lot of people have been scammed, a lot of people have made payment, and that land does not exist. So these are some of the things you have to look out for, some of the documents you have to look out for before you make your payment. One, you have to look out for survey plan on the land. You have to look out for certificate of occupancy, verify if it is okay. Then the deed of assignment. You also make a search whether that land really exists in the land registry. You also go for physical inspection to know if if the land actually exists before you make any payment. So if you pay due diligence on these things I've just mentioned, it's very difficult for you to be scammed in any land that you want to make up, in any land you want to make payment for, because a whole lot of people have been scammed because they want to invest, because land is a very good investment if you actually buy one. It's a very, very good investment. You can channel your money, but before you make that payment, try to pay due diligence, carry out all these things I've just mentioned before you make your payment. Have you been scammed, or have you paid for land wrongly? Please share your experience in the comment section. Let people know what you have experienced.